witnessed the weirdest sideshow of a house I've ever seen. And I say that with love. This is great! All that and more, right now on Home Strange Home. So have you ever fallen asleep and you have like the craziest dream ever with like human monkeys and contortionists and people tickling you? Well, that's just not a psychotic dream. That is the very real Gregangelo house. In San Francisco, California, there's a house owned by Gregangelo Herrera. It's not only his home, it's a place beyond belief. Gregangelo!
Yes.
How are you, my friend?
Very good.
Nice to meet you. Yes.
Likewise. Good to
Such
meet
a
you.
pleasure. How are you?
Excellent. Doing well.
Let me just say, first of all, your house doesn't look that strange, my friend.
Well, you know, looks can be deceiving.
Well, let's take it. Well, oh, hey, okay. Already, your home isn't strange. Your plant life is. So I got to tell you, you know, on this show, it's about the strange, the out of the ordinary, the unconventional. And I got to tell you, I mean, I like it. It's well appointed, well decorated. I don't see anything that really, like, makes you strange.
Ring the doorbell.
Okay. Ring the doorbell. Where is the doorbell?
It is to your left. There you go.
Oh, okay. Hi. Ah! Whoa! Dude, are you crazy?
He's safe. It's a very intelligent monkey. Icarus, Chuck
Hello.
Icarus.
Okay, Icarus, very nice to meet you. I'm talking to a monkey right now. This guy not only has a weird house, but as you can see, he has a steady stream of performers who just show up on a daily basis. Obviously, this isn't your ordinary home, but it is where Gregangelo lives full-time. How he gets any sleep, I'll never know. I can tell you that right now, I am thoroughly intrigued by your home, to say the least. You know, it has a carnival atmosphere to it. San Francisco native Gregangelo is synonymous with the fantastical arts and entertainment. His lifetime obsession with other realms, time, and the theater arts led him to transform his private home into a 22-room hub for his Velocity Circus extravaganza.
For lack of a better way to explain it, I always just say we're sort of like the Mission Impossible of the arts, where we have a vast repertoire, yet we have no repertoire. So people come to us asking us to bring their dreams to life, bring a storybook to life. It's as endless as this house, what we do. We have never done the same show twice in 20-something years.
So now this room has a decidedly Moroccan feel. I have Moorish influences. So what is this room that we are in?
So this, we call it the solstice room. So it's like walking into full daytime, where that's dusk. I tend to think time begins at dusk. It's when I'm the most inspired.
Okay.
And then day, when everyone's really working. And the painting actually here is based on one of our touring shows that was called Heliosphere, which was a journey through the solar system. So the room's actually a storyboard for that show. So you'll find that each room is a storyboard for something that we produce for the public.
Okay. That's very cool. All right, what do we have? Whoa, hey, hello. Wow.
Take it.
Let's see, each room has a theme. I'm going to call this one Egyptian Candyland.
Well, if it's a time of day, that's not exactly a time of day.
Oh, it is for me, Greg.
Well, let's talk about that. That's actually a good point, because the way we call this is the Eclipse Room. So an eclipse is, this seems like the whole world goes crazy. It's one time people suddenly start realizing about the world around them. They're all camping on mountains and looking through funny glasses, and also, you know, this room represents an eclipse, but the center of it, the Candyland, sort of represents, you know, civilization. And in our shows, we personify each. So we have here our little Mr. Candyman.
This is Mr.
You know, sort of
Candyman.
personifying, you know, the spinning reality of life.
Do you ever walk into your home and take it for granted? Like, has this become, are you ever desensitized to this?
No, never actually.
Really?
No, not
Okay.
actually at all. No, and I'm never desensitized to anything. I can be anywhere.
I love it. So I love Mr.
Taking it
Candyman. And who we have on the piano?
Kitten on the keys, San Francisco's famous chanteuse here, our resident pianist.
Hey there. Thank you.
How are things going in the Eclipse Room today for you?
I have to say that I was told never stare directly into an eclipse, but I'm very happy that I have done so.
Oh, there you go. What do you call an eclipse?
We'll see ya. Next is the kitchen, a room full of colorful mosaics and where each wall is dedicated to the directions of north, south, east, and west.
It's a hard working kitchen. We entertain every day. We feed the crew here. We host events here. But the story of it, it's the cardinal point. So that's sort of
Cardinal point.
which means north, south, east, and west. So the east wall, literally the rising sun.
Okay. Wait 1 second.
Yeah.
I love
There's
that.
a little, we gotta have a little comedy in everything we do.
Exactly.
North wall, we actually have a character we personify the North Star.
You know, I like the fact that you have all this going on. I mean, it's still very purposeful. It's very functional. Like, I would not mind cooking in this kitchen one bit.
There's pots on the stove right now. I mean, it's more functional, I'd say, than most homes,
Right.
because of the volume of people that are in here. It always feels like there's a very active, vibrant family here, even though we're not related. It's beautiful.
And you have good snacks.
Oh, it's always out. Help us out. There.
I can't wait to see more, man. Let's go. Our next stop is the Midnight Hallway, a nexus with doorways to other realms. One of those realms is a place that's out of this world, the Galaxy Room, a spot that's a reflection on the universe in which we live. So we are in the galaxy. I would assume that these are meteorites.
They can be whatever you want. The whole world, the whole universe is comprised of, spheres, even
Right.
every cell in your body. So it's just sort of, recognizing that.
Well, now I'm going to call these cosmic cells. That's what they
Whatever
are.
you want to call them.
Cool. Where are we going?
We're gonna head towards the falling star room, right through this mirror.
TV can be a really unpredictable field. So a guy like me would love to get a little clairvoyance on what to expect. Thankfully, Greg and fortune teller Gigi have got me covered. And now, are you the resident fortune teller? Is that it?
Yes, and I could give you a 14-karat gold fortune.
Oh, well, please do. Let me have it. What is it? What do you see?
I see a hit program in your future.
That's all we need. We're done. Thank you. Quit while you're ahead. And hey, what's a circus without a trapeze?
All right, come on in, Chuck. So this is what we call the Earth Room. It's also our exercise room. It's also our changing room. But it's also very profoundly cryptid. People always say, "Oh, what's with the shoes?" And there's.
I don't hear a word you're saying right now.
Take a look.
Greg, I don't hear a word
We're
you're
getting up on the trapeze.
Nice to meet you.
This is just a little.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm just hanging around.
Yeah.
This is awesome. So where are we going now?
Oh, you're like a little kid for real.
I am. No, tell me about this. I'm sorry.
People often say, "What's with the shoes?" The shoes are representing different walks from every single continent. There's wood from every single continent in the room. And, there's things from almost every culture encrypted into this room.
I really do appreciate it. Where are we going? Where are we going? And where are we going? Trust me, you won't believe it. We'll show you the rest of this wonderfully wacky home, and believe me, it gets a million times stranger than what you've already seen.
Tickle 'em orange, Calvin.
This is awesome! It's a tickle room! Earlier in the show, I took you inside the wonderfully wonky Bay Area home of Gregangelo Herrera. But I saved the best for last.
Head on up to the stairs. So we're going up into kind of another state of consciousness, so to call. So the ceiling's low, watch your step, watch your head.
Oh, God,
Exactly.
I'm so sorry.
I warned you.
You did. Okay, let's try that again. Just past the loft where Gregangelo sleeps is a maze. But to be honest, it's more like a doorway to another dimension. Whoa!
You're gonna enter into that web of life over here.
Wow, I feel like I need to be here.
You can move through life anywhere you want.
This is awesome.
So we're gonna go into laughter.
This
Come
is
on
my
in.
favorite part of life.
To the laugh.
Oh! Oh, hey! Hey, laughter! I feel like laughing.
Tickle 'em orange, Calvin.
This is awesome. It's a tickle room. So this represents laughter in life.
Joy.
And joy.
Joy, I call it the joy. Tickled orange, I call it.
Tickled orange. I love it.
The joy
I love it.
mix.
Well, I have been tickled orange. This is great.
All right, are you ready to die?
What?
We're going to death now. Be sure to look at death right in the eyes.
Absolutely. I stared death in the eye and won. Ha ha! Take that, death! After a quick trip discovering what it's like to be in a washing machine spin cycle, I enter the gateway to eternity.
Wow. So here we are at the beginning or the end of time, whichever you choose it to be.
This maze is very philosophical.
Well, actually, not really. It's just contemplating life, the
I got
natural
you.
world, what happens.
Very cool. Where are we going? Through here? Do I go through here?
Let me lead the way. We're gonna head into eternity.
You know what? I got time to wait for eternity.
So pop your head, just your head only, right through there.
Just my head.
All right, so this is what I call the threshold into the eternity room. It's a tiny room among itself that's, very meaningful. So come on in, Chuck.
I then enter into eternity, and it's weird. All right. So where are we
So we are now in eternity. So this room, typically our guests sort of kick back for about 15, 20 minutes at a time. We take them on the sound and light show.
Ah, wait! Where did that guy come from? Man, this is great! This is great!
I'm glad you like it, Chuck.
We then leave eternity behind and head into the pink room. Oh my goodness, the pink room. Does this represent like the beginning of life or?
Oh, it represents all of that.
All
so,
of life.
okay, every aspect of humanity is in this room. Something personifies it in here.
Right. Push on through. Oh! We're right back where we started from. That's cool, man. Back downstairs, there was still a ton of stuff to see in Gregangelo's house. From the skeleton in the garden to the hallway full of hands. This place really puts the strange in Home Strange Home. Well, Gregangelo, man, I'm blown away completely. Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you.
I mean,
really
really
pleasure.
appreciate it.
You come back really when you're in the city.
And I will.
Great.
I mean that. I'm going to take you up on that.
Great.
Thanks again.
All right.
Well, that's all the time we have, but there's more around the bend. Thanks for coming on our journey. I'm Chuck Nice. We'll see you next time on Home Strange Home.